here we are. This is Sex Love Psychedelics, and I'm your host, Dr. Kat. Bringing you psychosexual conversations that will leave you intellectually turned on and hungry for more. Also on your website, there's links to different research articles. While Kambo is still pretty new in the academic and the research field, the medical field, I do really appreciate how much you provide in showing what there is available for us to anchor onto and learn about. So for those who are curious more about peptides, and peptides again are, we've chased around the definition, but peptides are, would you like to explain what those are?
Yeah, because there's an 11 essential elements that make up life, and animal life and human life. Those elements will make chains. Now, they combine, they bond. I'm doing this in a very simple term. And they create amino acids. And what those amino acids do is they bond together and create chains. So if you have over 50 combinations of an amino acids, that would be a protein. If you have less than 50, that would be a peptide. So peptides, whereas proteins generally work to the musculoskeletal system, the bones, that sort of things, hair, fingernails, teeth, the peptides generally work on hormones. Well, mostly so much of it is hormones. There are other things. There's things like peptides that help you to taste beef. Peptide that makes you know what beef tastes like. And so it works on that level. And so it's I always call it like it's a mini protein in some ways, but not really.
Short chain, I think, right?
Yeah, it's just a short chain. So I like to call it a mini protein on a better lack of term. But those things mixed with like those two things, proteins, peptides, mixed with RNA, DNA, and of course water, and collagen and that sort of things, that's what makes up human life. And again, this is on a very simple terms. That is,
sure,
it's much more complex than that, of course, but this is, at least gives you an idea of how peptides play a role in our, we really need to have those peptides in order for things to function properly. Our mood, our satiety, our sex drive, all kinds of different things are related to the peptides and them being imbalanced and all kinds of other things.
Yeah, helping the body to function and operate most effectively. Well, that was fun. Thanks for tuning in, lovers. And if you want to experience more ecstasy and sexual liberation, head over to sexlovepsychedelics.com and learn about how you can join me for any one of my online or live events. And while you're there, grab my free guide on sex and psychedelics. Remember, this podcast is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please contact your healthcare provider and local law before pursuing any of the products or psychedelics discussed. And one final note here. I make this show specifically for you. If you're loving the show, then be sure to leave me a review in iTunes or Spotify to let me know. Happy to be here and happy to serve. I'll see you next time on Sex Love Psychedelics.